Long before the hit show Dancing with the Stars paired celebrities with professional dancers, Community AIDS Network, now Can Community Health, had local celebrities salsa, shimmy, and hustle to raise money and awareness for people living with HIV. I'm Alex Redmond. Welcome to Can Community Health. We are joined by 2018 Can Dance competitors, Mary Greathouse, a local philanthropist, and Dan Starostecki of Sarasota Magazine. Am I massacring your name?
That was perfect. That was perfect.
Thanks for being here, both of you, and also for competing in Can Dance 2018. It's our 19th annual Can Dance 2018.
Thanks
Welcome
for
aboard.
having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Well, people are watching right now, and they're probably saying, well, we have a couple of great-looking people here, but one of them is wearing a crown and a Miss Florida International lovely banner here, or what is sash? Yes, it's gorgeous. So explain, pray do.
Well, I won this in April. I'm pretty sure I was having a midlife crisis to think I could stand up there next to 24-year-olds and compete. And I found out I was right when I broke my foot in the opening number. Don't call me Grace, but you know what? I did it, and it's kind of a message to say it's never too late to go back and finish something and do what you think you want to do. And I just did it for charities.
And you are the reigning 2018 Miss Florida International. You're reigning right now.
I am, but I'm thinking about trading this crown over to Dan.
Well, you got to crown me the king of Can Dance already, because it's already in the bag.
I got a picture to prove it. Don't make me put it all over the web. I will put that out there.
By the end of this interview, the crown will be mine.
Yeah, I gave you. I'm going to give him the crown, and he's going to give me the Can Dance trophy.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be a big debate over who's going to get this crown. But there are two categories in Can Dance this year. There is, and there has been for many years, it is a voting category. Now, it's a little misleading because online it says the votes, click here for $10 votes. But not to confuse things, but those $10, you can vote more than one time. You can vote as many times as you want, because those $10 votes online go towards your fundraising efforts. The votes that count for the voting category actually come in at the end of the evening from people that are there. And I think that we have a nice graphic of all the people that are actually dancing in Can Dance 2018 that we're going to bring up, because that's really interesting, where we see the faces of the dancers, and we can actually show that so people can see who's competing against you guys. There's Dan,
of course.
And then of course we have, and Dan, your day job is?
Sarasota Magazine. Been working there for the past 10 years.
And of course, lots of people there, and you've got all those people voting for you. And there's the lovely Mary Greathouse. And then we also have another picture that we'll bring up in a little bit of all of you guys, which runs along the top, so that we can see all the different dancers for people to choose from. And of course, they can go online and vote, but you're hoping that they're going to vote for you. All right, let's talk about some things that have happened. You said that you hurt yourself during the Miss Florida International. Give us a little story about that. What happened?
In the opening number, so I had to compete in the whole thing with the Jones fracture. In the opening number, when I was going backstage, I had told my son to put a pad in my shoe. I meant in my shoe for the ball of foot. He put one of those stick pads on the bottom. I literally went naked through a clothing rack, which trapped me underneath, and I was just up in the air, naked with a broken foot.
Do you think that contributed to your winning? Maybe?
And I'm dancing. Now, after that experience, but I was determined that I was not going to be, I was the oldest person in pageant, and I wasn't, if I had called security, they would have closed the pageant down. And I said, I am not going to go out like that. They're not going to say that. They gave her the sympathy vote. I went down there and just walked down that stage with a broken foot and smiled all the way.
Well, hopefully you haven't had too many mishaps during the rehearsals for Can Dance 2018. But you both are quite well known in the community for raising not just awareness, but also raising money for different things. And Dan, you have a little bit of dance experience.
Yeah, I've danced as a soul man for Wine Women in Shoes. That's actually coming up again. I'm going to be dancing for the chair of the event, Tina Grantham, in her honor. Love you, Tina.
But not ballroom. This wasn't
not ballroom. No,
dancing.
this is going to be like us doing like some crazy hip hop, whatever it's going to be. I don't even know yet. I think we're going to learn actually this week.
So how challenging was it for you to go from strictly hip-hop funk into incorporating a little bit of ballroom? Was it harder to learn the steps?
It's extremely hard. Yeah, I'm not exactly a dancer in the first place, so this is actually me stepping out of my comfort zone even more, because this event's also, it's all eyes on you. which is completely different from what I've done before in the past. But I'm having a blast doing it. My teacher is awesome, Sonia, and she's coaching me right through it.
And what studio? You can give her studio plug. Oh, you forgot the name of it. That's okay. We'll get back to that later. I mean, it's absolutely fabulous. We've got a whole bunch of studios.
I'm going to
involved
out Dan
in
here.
town.
Dan's favorite movie is Magic Mike. The man sits and watches it over and over.
Allegedly. Let's get that straight.
I am expecting him to hit that dance floor and just whoop it out Magic Mike Part 3.
The shirt might come off. I'm telling you, the shirt might come off.
I see it in a vision. It's going to happen.
Well, let's hope he doesn't have an upper hand for doing a Magic Mike movie. At least you may want to hope that.
Checkmate.
But let's get back to a little bit about how you guys are getting people within the community to vote for you. How are you reaching out?
Social media, number one. Magazine's actually going to be doing some posts for us as well. We've got 30,000 fans on Facebook. If I can get 30,000 people to vote for me, I might have a chance. But I hear
now's your opportunity.
now, please vote for me. I hear there's there could be some potential Ukrainian election fraud. So please get out there and vote this year for me. It's extremely important.
So this is what Dan's picture looks like online, and you can go ahead and vote for him, or you can go to Can Community Health, and there's also a link right there, cancommunityhealth.org, and there will be a link there. Let's get back to Mary now. So Mary, for People for You is your opportunity also to do a call out. So how would you do that? And you've raised a lot of money. You're a local philanthropist, always giving money for different causes, charities, and organizations.
I definitely like to give money for causes, and this particular one is really on my heart. You know, I'd like to say, you know, I'll have a different strategy than him. Maybe I'll go out there and threat. You know, throw a beer bong on the back of the truck and pick up people and take them to the polls or something. But
I'll be there with you.
Yeah, but that's why I can't do that strategy. You'll be stealing it.
I'll be taking all the beer bongs.
But here's your beautiful picture up there, and this is what people are going to go ahead and click on when they want to vote for you. And
I'd like them to vote for me because they're not voting for me. They're voting for Kyle, who passed away December 13th, 2000, and they're voting for a friend of mine right now that has HIV, that he got in a heterosexual relationship with a woman that had been married 27 years and her husband hid it from her.
Right, which only goes to show that we absolutely do not know the face of HIV. And right now we have a picture of your beautiful pageant coach. This was Kyle. Let's tell a little bit about Kyle. Because you said that he was an angel looking over you.
I love Kyle like a brother. I love him like a brother. And it's never left me. That day will never leave me. It's kind of like people know when Kennedy was shot, you know, he's my Kennedy.
Sure.
You know?
So you're dancing because you lost your dear friend and pageant coach for the Miss Florida 2018 International Pageant to
I'm dancing because I owe him the respect of, Kyle would want me, these things were not available to him. Kyle would want me to make sure we had an additional bus with a dentist on it and a doctor on it. Kyle would want me to make it my mission to make sure people like him that didn't have the care get the care. So that's why I'm dancing, and that's why it's passionate on my heart. And I don't want anybody to vote for me. I want you to vote for Kyle and the 500 Kyles out there that need what Can Dance has to offer.
Absolutely, and you're both dancing for the right reasons, which are to raise awareness and money for people living with HIV. We're going to go ahead and take a little break now, and to vote for your favorite Can Dance 2018 dancer, all you have to do is go online to cancommunityhealth.org, and we're going to go ahead and take a break. And when we come back, you're going to go ahead and meet Mary's current dance coach. We'll be right back. Florida is #1 for beaches.
The Sunshine State also leads the nation for new HIV cases.
The opioid epidemic makes the fight against HIV and hepatitis C more challenging.
Minorities, women, young people,
And seniors are most affected by HIV.
But you can get tested.
You can get diagnosed.
And you can get treated.
CAN offers hope.
For information, call or visit us online.
Hi, I'm Dickie Smothers. You may know me as one of the Smothers brothers, and then again, maybe not. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to talk to you about something serious. Hepatitis C. no laughing matter. It can lead to cirrhosis of the liver, even liver cancer. Baby boomers are most at risk. You could have Hep C and not even know it. You can get tested, you can get diagnosed, and you can get treated. Hep C can now be cured.
For information, call or visit cancommunityhealth.org. Welcome back to Can Community Health. I'm Alex Redmond. Mary Greathouse and Dan Starstecki are ramping up their dance lessons for Can Dance 2018. And we are now joined by professional dance instructor Vladimir Barabash of Dynasty Dance Clubs. Thanks for joining us. And now that I've massacred all of your names, pretty much except for yours, Mary.
You did perfect.
Well, let's start with you. Well, thank you, Vladimir. So let's start with you. First off, where are you from? I detect a little bit of an accent there. It's kind of cool.
I'm from Ukraine, from west part of Ukraine.
And you're also a professional ballroom dancer.
I am, yes.
And who are you dancing with this year?
I'm dancing with Mary, and we are having a lot of fun on our lessons.
So you say you're having a lot of fun, but you know Mary did have a little mishap when she went out for Miss Florida International, and she won. So the question is, has she had any little mishaps? Have you guys had any like little tumbles or falls during your rehearsal process?
Not falls, but it takes a lot of effort, to do it right, especially when you didn't dance before. And she's a real fighter, and she's doing great.
It seems to me that Mary might be the type of girl that may want to actually take the lead. Have you had any problems with that?
Tell the truth, tell the truth.
We have some footage of her right now. Perfect. This is great.
Tell the truth.
Look at this. Oh, lovely. And she looks quite limber there. It looks like she's, what are we doing here? To describe what you're doing here. Oh, okay.
It's one of our lifts.
Is that a signature move for Mary?
Yeah, I can tell.
Very nice. Oh, that's excellent. So is she actually letting you, was that her idea or your idea right there?
No, I think it was my idea.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I guess she didn't like that move. All right, so back
This is what happens when I'm trying to lead.
That's great. That's
Just
so
going off
funny.
on my own.
You know what? I just noticed that Dan is wearing the crown. Why are you wearing the crown?
Game of Thrones over here. I'm officially.
I
the king
decided
of-
to crown him.
Yeah.
And I will come out and crown anything. Your turtles, your chickens in the backyard, to raise awareness and to get votes for this organization. So anybody wants crown, needs a crown, your cats, your dogs, I'm your girl.
And again, if you just tuned in right now, we're talking about Can Dance 2018, where all of the monies raised goes directly to Can Community Health. It's our patient care fund. So the money goes directly to them, and it's 100% of the monies. And to vote, you can go to cancommunityhealth.org. So that's wonderful that you guys are doing this to raise awareness. And it's not your first go-arounds, of course. Dan, you're regular with out there performing, and Mary as well, local philanthropist, and you guys have done this. So it's really, really important. So Vladimir, why did you decide, because you donate your time for a lot of this.
Absolutely.
And why did you decide to do this? Why is it important to you to raise awareness for people living with HIV?
I think it's just very actual problem in our time, and I know how important it is for Mary. So I decided that I will help her with this, and because it's really important for her.
Yeah, it's really important, and she obviously has very close connections to people that coach her and help her rise to the occasion. So we want to thank you for being here. That's absolutely great. And Dan, what do you want to talk about your rehearsal process? Because we have some video of you as well going ahead and cutting a move, and you can describe what's going on here. So here we go.
We're just working on stuff here.
And of course, we were talking about Sonia before. This is your dance instructor.
Yeah, Sonia's great. She's an incredible coach. She's at Ballroom City.
Ballroom City, right, which is up on Bee Ridge.
On Bee Ridge. And she's awesome. She's coached me through. I could be kind of difficult at times, but that's just my nature.
Not you.
Not me, no. So she's got me doing some cool stuff. Like I'm going to be doing a lot of lifts for her, cut between some hip hop to some other crazy music that she kind of put together for us.
So how different is this from what you were doing before?
It's completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is, once again, this is me like completely out of my element.
Yeah,
so.
because you're a little too young to remember when disco dancing was.
Yeah, I'm
in.
not
It was
exactly
you're
like
not
a disco
you're a
dancer.
partner
Like,
dancer.
I
Yeah.
wanted to dance to the Wu-Tang Clan, but I think that was a little too hardcore for this. But
sounds like my spinning
anyway,
classes.
Right,
Like
exactly.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Or the Misfits, but we couldn't really quite make that work, so we've compromised.
So how would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 at this point with your dancing
32.
efforts? Oh.
He's so modest.
Yeah, I was going to say he wins the modesty.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, and again, if people want to vote for you guys, here's your chance to pitch. Go for it. Why should someone vote for you?
Because winter's coming, and I should be the king of can. And it's my name, Dan Starostecki. It's Dance Starostecki with the stars.
There you go.
You know, hey, please.
And of course, this was we've been doing this a lot longer. And of course, there's Dan's picture right up there on the screen, and you
Vote for
can
me.
go ahead and vote for him by going to cancommunityhealth.org, and then you can find, if you click around on that site, you'll actually find the Can Dance 2018. And of course, we have Mary as well. You can vote for Mary as well, and Mary has her picture up there. And here's your pitch, Mary. Go for it.
I think you should vote for me because when I came here, I saw where I really think a lot of the money could go. They have these amazing buses that have dentists on one end and a doctor on the other end. And I just keep thinking how much outreach we could do if we had a fleet of those buses. And so like my goal is to get that money and get more buses, because I immediately saw that the first day, because some people don't want to come in the center and they're humiliated and the shame around it, which I want to live to see the day that goes away.
Yes.
But vote for me, because I'm going to make it my mission to have more buses on the road.
You know,
Right.
I'm going to vote for Mary too, just because.
Well,
So I'm
Mary
gonna give
already
her a
got the
crown.
crown. But one thing that I will say about our mobile medical units are that those buses are about 40 feet long, the one that we have, and it's going all over the state of Florida. In fact, we have a big Will and Grace viewing party that's coming up on NBC6, and we're going to be out there on October the 4th, where everybody's going to be getting together at Rosie's for this amazing event. And Can Community Health is participating in many, many more events, because we have 30 plus locations throughout the United States. We are growing by the minute. Sadly, it's to accommodate the numbers of new HIV transmissions, because Florida is at the top of the list for new HIV transmissions. People may not know that. Young people 13 to 24 are most affected, and also seniors, because of that little blue pill and just not
And the
being
PrEP program
worried.
that they do on the bus.
Yes, PrEP is an amazing thing. So that will actually help to keep you sexually healthy if you are negative. It helps to have you not get a transmission. So it's wonderful. We're trying to do so much good stuff out there. But of course, all the money raised from Can Dance 2018 goes directly to our patient care fund. But let's get back to the fun part of this Can Dance event. What would you say the funniest thing that Mary has done? What's the funniest thing?
You know, I cannot pick. It's like
can't
she's
pick.
doing
She's quite a
too many
comedian.
fun things. So we're like always laughing, and it's
Yep.
like a lot of energy all the time. So
Tons of energy.
Oh yeah, so it's like it's hard to pick.
What was the craziest thing that happened to you during rehearsal?
I don't think anything crazy's happened.
Nothing.
No.
Are you saving
Working
it for the
hard.
night
I'm
of?
saving him for the night of.
I'm going to show up at
That's
his
right.
next rehearsal and just fix
You just
that.
kind of like Belichick me?
Yeah,
where
just,
you
I'm going to just
tape
fix
it?
that,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
But maybe you're going to dance and just like pull your pants down or something.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take a little break now. So if
that,
you'd
yes,
like
we
more
will.
information on Can Dance 2018 and to vote, go to cancommunityhealth.org. When we return, the benefits and the risks of dance rehearsal explored a little bit more, and we'll be joined by Bob Trisellini. He is actually emceeing the whole event, and he is also the chair of the board for Can Community Health. We'll be right back.
Seniors, this one's for you. I'm Bob Trisellini. We don't talk about it, but seniors are at a high risk for HIV, hepatitis C, and other sexually transmitted diseases. You know that little blue pill that kind of puts us in the mood? Well, sometimes we don't practice safe sex. Many are walking around with HIV and Hep C and don't even know it. So protect yourself. You can get tested, you can get diagnosed, and you can be treated.
Can Community Health. Florida is #1 for beaches.
The Sunshine State also leads the nation for new HIV cases.
The opioid epidemic makes the fight against HIV and hepatitis C more challenging.
Minorities, women, young people,
And seniors are most affected by HIV.
But you can get tested.
You can get diagnosed.
And you can get treated.
CAN offers hope.
For information, call or visit us online. If you just joined us, we're talking about what it takes to compete in the Cannes Community Health fundraiser, Cannes Dance 2018. And Bob Trisellini is also joining us now. Hey, Bob, thanks for taking time out of your busy day to be here.
My pleasure.
It's great to see you. So let's talk a little bit. These guys are new to Cannes Dance. They're both competing this year. We have Mary Greathouse, a local philanthropist, and we also have Dan Starstecki. Did I do it right that time?
That was perfect.
There we go.
Perfect.
And they're both hoping to be crowned with, or to win the trophy for Cannes Dance 2018 to raise money and awareness for HIV for Cannes Community Health Patient Care Fund. But this year, things have changed.
Yes.
What's the biggest change?
Well, the biggest change is we have a new venue. We're at Art Ovation, which is that brand new hotel that's at Coconut and Palm. We're going to have a live orchestra. So we're going to have open dancing. So it's like swing and sway with Sammy K Day.
And of course, you've been emceeing Cannes Dance for
16 years.
16 years. And this is our 19th annual Cannes
19th,
Dance.
yep.
So next year is a really big one. That's the 20th one. That's going to be
20th
amazing.
anniversary.
But let's talk a little bit about what's going to happen the evening, because we know that these guys have been rehearsing. They went to get their beautiful ballroom outfits and costumes. I don't know. The one I think Dan's wearing is going to be pretty scant, but we'll see. This is a preview of things to possibly come. Who knows? Mary as well. I mean, they both have killer bodies. But for you, what has changed with the rollout, with the format of this
Well,
year?
we're going to try to be as close to the TV show, Dancing with the Stars, but with us, it's Dancing with Our Stars. So it's going to look just more like that now. And we're going to have an opening production number, which we didn't have before. So it'll be a production number of pros. I will no longer be on a stage behind a podium. I'll be out on the dance floor so I can have eye contact and easy reach with all of our patrons. We've got a larger group coming this year, and of course one of the good news is that we are totally sold out. But it's not an impossibility. We do have a wait list, so if people want to, they can call 941-366-0461 and ask for Ginny Garrison or Roger Capote.
Or they can just go to our website and they can find a way to send emails there, which would be absolutely fine, because we don't have a Chiron to put up under there. But we also have the Cannes regular number on the screen that people can go to. So just go ahead and look on your screen and you can just go ahead and call that number.
That's right.
So Bob, let's also talk a little bit about, we're not having the regular auction this year. In the past, it seems like the evening was extremely long because we had these auction items that were very large auction items, and we started it off at a certain thing, and maybe each item took about 15 minutes or so. What's different this year with the auction?
We're going to have what they call a paddle raise. So everybody that comes in gets a paddle with their number.
And they get spanked?
No, but they can use them as fans.
I was waiting for Mary to say that.
So explain
now I know what's going to happen.
So
to you.
what we have an auctioneer named William Schrill, who is a real experienced person that does this, and he hypes up the audience by giving a large figure. And I'll just throw a figure out like, who'll give 10,000? And of course, well, we see what happens. And then he goes down the scale. And usually by the time he gets down to maybe the $100 bracket or stuff like that, a lot of people, most people all raise their paddles. So we usually get more people involved and we make more money.
Perfect. So this is just a whole different way of doing it. And they don't necessarily get anything from it, but they do get the fact that they are helping people living with HIV, Hep C, and other STDs.
They're there for the cause.
Yeah, absolutely. Raising awareness, which
That's
is so great. So what have you guys been doing on a daily level to try to reach out to people? What kind of things are you saying about, like, what's your pitch when you talk to people at work, Dan? What do you say?
My pitch?
What do you say to people at work? Hey, I'm taking part in Cannes Dance 2018.
Yeah, it's essentially what I'm pitching. I'm just saying, hey, I have the opportunity to make an absolute fool of myself, and you can actually vote for me to do it.
Have people been receptive?
And they've been very receptive to that.
Did you do any little like show and tells at work? Have you done anything?
No. I'm not revealing anything. We just got exclusive footage here today of my dance practice. So we'll just leave it at that.
And we actually have some footage of some of the other dances. We have SNN's Hallie Pilot, and she is of course an anchor here. And we have a little bit of B-roll that we're going to go ahead and show of her dancing here. There's some of her efforts, and yep, there goes. Beautiful, look at that. I mean, we have a really all-star cast this year. I mean, it's great. And Hallie's done a tremendous amount, and she has a perfect platform to raise awareness for people living with HIV, and she's very passionate about it. So looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, we're going to go ahead, Mary, and talk about your efforts. But let's have a look at Monica dancing first, because we want to make sure that we highlight all of these guys. In fact, there she is off in the distance there. There she is. She's tiny, and she's actually a prosecutor here in town, or is she's an attorney. I'm not sure if she's actually a prosecutor still.
If I can jump in here,
yes,
what
absolutely.
we do at Can Dance is we show these clips prior to each one of the couples dancing. You danced one year, we saw your clip.
Yeah, sure.
So this kind of gives the audience the feeling that these are really human people. You know, they make mistakes. Oh my God, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
So it kind of bonds a lot of people together. So I play Tom Bergeron. My husband, Bob Nosal, plays Erin without hair, and he does the grilling after, asks them crazy questions. And we carry it just like the show. You know, we set them up, and then we pay it off.
Perfect. All right, Mary, this is your opportunity to pitch, because we're almost out of time.
Well, I have friends that have HIV right now, and I have friends that have passed. So I'm really picking the brains of the ones that are in good shape, that have not got full-blown AIDS,
right?
Because that's what your organization helps, and I'm really trying to learn and educate myself on what their needs are.
Right.
Because for me, this isn't going to be a this year thing. This is a lifetime thing.
Absolutely.
My association with this organization is not going away.
Very compelling.
It's going to kind of be like getting rid of a roach, you know, you can't really get it. I'm here to stay.
Well, we love you for that. And one thing, to be clear, you know, we have to make a delineation between HIV and AIDS right now, because most people don't understand what that delineation is. HIV is the virus that causes AIDS. You can get complications of AIDS, which can kill you, which is late stage HIV. So we work with people living with HIV, and thank God for changes that have happened now. We have hope. We have diagnosis, testing, treatment, and we offer hope at Can. I would say that's the biggest thing. So we have a multitude of people. So yeah, we rarely use the word AIDS, but people are sadly still dying of AIDS, and we want to make sure that both of those words are eradicated, and maybe we won't have to have another Can Dance. So we're going to go ahead and say goodbye, and we want to thank you for joining us on Can Community Health. And remember, you can make a difference.
Hi, I'm Dickie Smothers. You may know me as one of the Smothers brothers, and then again, maybe not. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to talk to you about something serious. Hepatitis C. No laughing matter. It can lead to cirrhosis of the liver, even liver cancer. Baby boomers are most at risk. You could have Hep C and not even know it. You can get tested, you can get diagnosed, and you can get treated. Hep C can now be cured.
For information, call or visit cancommunityhealth.org.